You know, we all enjoy a nice cookout with family and friends, but for some folks, summertime foods lead to heartburn. So joining us today is Dr. Binh Pham. He is a board-certified gastroenterologist with Austin Gastroenterology. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit, you know, when we talk about heartburn, one of the first things that I asked you was, well, how do you know it's heartburn and not something else?
Sure. You know, heartburn is the condition in which patients will complain about where stomach contents reflux or regurgitate up into the esophagus. And when it does that, it can cause patients to have symptoms. The most common symptoms are burning in the chest. Sometimes they feel like a column of water travels up. Sometimes they'll report a bitter taste in the back of their mouth, a sour taste. Sometimes they'll say chest discomfort. These are the common symptoms we describe for heartburn.
And there are some foods in particular that can wreak havoc on your gut health and cause that, right?
Absolutely. When we talk about heartburn, we talk about the foods that can trigger it and also the lifestyle and the things that we do that can trigger it. Some of the things, of course, are greasy, fatty foods, spicy foods, coffee, caffeinated product, citrus, spicy foods such as chili, barbecue. Oftentimes it's also things that we eat such as garlic and onions.
Okay, so everything delicious except for chocolate can potentially give you heartburn.
Actually, chocolate can give you heartburn as well.
Oh, well, there you go. It wasn't on the list, so I wasn't prepared. Okay.
I wanted to save that one off, but unfortunately it is on the list as well. And that's what makes things hard, right? What makes it hard is that these are all different foods that we eat on a daily basis. But for patients who suffer with heartburn, we have to be smarter and eat it in moderation. And the problems that occur during the summertime is that we tend to let our dietary indiscretions go a little bit to the wayside, and we are more aggressive, and we go out and we're drinking more alcohol, we eat heavier, we eat late at night. We enjoy, you know, the tomato-based foods, the spicy foods, and all of those cause us to have even worse heartburn symptoms during the summertime.
And so if you think about what happens if you have heartburn that goes untreated, can it cause any type of long-term problems?
Sure. You know, heartburn is a very prevalent disease here in the United States, and up to about 20% of the population can have it, and they can have the symptoms oftentimes on a daily basis. And if untreated, heartburn can cause issues such as burning in the esophagus, which can lead to not only the pain, but also to strictures. It can lead to low blood count, anemia. It can lead to precancerous conditions called Barrett's esophagus, which can unfortunately lead to esophageal cancer.
Wow, so this is serious. You know, we're joking about all the foods are delicious, but it can lead to real problems.
Absolutely, and so that's the reason why it's important that if you have these type of symptoms, you should not let them go unrecognized. You should seek the help of a physician if indeed it is causing you trouble. A lot of times these simple things that occur when you have a little bit too much to eat, they can be treated with just a little bit of rest and a little bit of dietary holiday, or perhaps one of these, you know, Pepsids or Prilosec, one of those over-the-counter medications. They work well, but if you're having more concerning symptoms, you know, come see one of us or see one of your primary care doctors.
And there are some good things you can eat, right, that aren't going to cause the heartburn. Tell us about those.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So the things you want to do is if you're eating a hamburger, perhaps choose a more lean-cut meat. If you're drinking alcohol, or a lot of it, perhaps consider something that's non-alcoholic. If you're wanting one of these salads, then perhaps have something with less onions or garlic. Again, moderation is the key here, and that's the most important thing we want to recognize during the summertime.
All right, Dr. Pham, we thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, if you guys missed any of this interview, it's going to be uploaded onto KVUE.com after the newscast. We'll be right back.
Thank you.